Renzo gang, what's happening? Renzo gang, hey, Renzo gang, hey, I'm back. So today, we're going to be discussing NXT Vengeance Day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Last night, Vengeance Day. I watched Vengeance Day last night. Let me tell you, that was an amazing PLE put on by the NXT Superstars. I applaud you guys. And also, tomorrow, Monday Night Raw, going to Charlotte. I will be there. I'll give a little review on that too. I will be there. I can't wait to see Seth freaking Rollins. My first time seeing him battling Finn Balor for the spot to be in the Elimination Chamber match. AJ Styles, one of my favorite wrestlers too. My first time ever seeing AJ Styles against Dirty Dominic Mysterio on Penta. This will be my first time ever seeing Penta. He'll be facing Pete Dunne. This will be my first time actually seeing Pete Dunne as Pete Dunne and not Butch. Um, Roxanne Perez, she'll be competing for the women's elimination chamber match. Roxanne Perez, this will be my first time seeing Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, against Raquel Rodriguez. I hope I get to see Rhea Ripley, the love of my life, Rhea Ripley. I love you, Rhea Ripley. I hope Raw starts off tomorrow with Jey Uso yeeting for 5 minutes. I hope Jey Uso comes out first. I hope he does. I can't wait. But enough about Monday Night Raw. We're just gonna talk about Vengeance Day from last night. So, Vengeance Day. It kicked off the first match of the night, and that was the NXT Women's North American Championship match with Fallon Henley versus the love of my life, Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer, I love her. I love Stephanie Vaquer. Mm. That was an amazing match. That match between them two, that it was an amazing match, and it was a lot of back and forth. I will say it was a lot of back and forth, and also some interference with Fatal Influences, Jasmine Nix and JC Jane. With that being said, that match was really good. I love that match. Stephanie Vaquer became the third NXT Women's North American Champion. Not only did she do that, she also made history. She's the first ever South American to win a championship in WWE. Well, the North American title, if you put it that way. Stephanie Vaquer has wrestled all over the world, won titles all over the world, in every promotion that she's been in. And now she's finally won a title in WWE. She's the Women's North American Champion. I'm very proud of Stephanie Vaquer. She did her thing last night. She did her thing. I applaud you, Stephanie Vaquer. That was a really good match between those two. Very good match. Fallon Henley was a very good champion. I like Fallon Henley as a champion. Now I take her serious. I feel like she should compete for the title at least one more time and then move up to the main NXT Women's Championship. So with that being said, that match was very amazing. I absolutely love the match. I love the storytelling in that match. So with that being said, that was an amazing match. We're gonna go right to the next match. The next match, the NXT Tag Team Championship match between Josh Briggs and his partner. I can't pronounce his name, and they were facing off against the champions, Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom. And needless to say, Fraxium probably is the best tag team in NXT right now. They're probably the best. It's very hard to beat them. Like, they're very fast. And Josh Briggs and his partner, they're very strong, and they were giving it to Fraxium. They were using their pure brute strength against that tag team. And Fraxium, they're a very fast tag team. It's really hard to catch them two. It's very hard to catch those two. But I will say this: that match is always the tag team matches in NXT is what always be setting the pace. I don't know what it is with the tag team division in NXT, but it's The best. It's the best. Outside of the women's division in NXT is the best women's division in wrestling, hands down. But the tag team division, it's hard to beat that. AEW got some good tag team matches, but NXT, the best. And that match resulted in Fraxium retaining their NXT champion tag team championships. They beat Josh Briggs and his partner. And with a sign of respect, they shook hands in the end. And then they were attacked by this new faction led by Lennox, and some more guys. Because they kept teasing that they were going to show up at Vengeance Day, and they showed up and they attacked those four competitors. It was a very crazy moment. I kind of got Retribution vibes and Shield vibes at the same time. And those guys are very young and fresh. So I hope they do more with those guys because they did make an impact. I'm not going to lie to you, they made an impact. The tag team match, it was a very, very, very great tag team match against two two Davies and two Goliaths. That's how good that match was. It was amazing. I loved that tag team match. It was amazing. Amazing. That being said, that was an amazing match. I love that match. Which brings me to the next match. The third match. Trick Williams versus Eddie Thorpe in a strap match. That match building up to Vengeance Day was really good. Eddie Thorpe Eddie Thorpe is a superstar in NXT. I feel like they need to invest a little more in. Eddie Thorpe, he's been there for about 3 years now. And he's evolved, but I'm ready to see more from Eddie Thorpe. And with that being said, this match between him and Trick Williams was personal, but it was a very good storytelling match, and it was a strap match. I loved the match. I loved it. I loved it. I loved how Eddie Thorpe is being taken more serious. I love it. And his, and I believe this is his first PLE. He well so deserved it. He deserved to be in that spot. He deserved to be in that PLE. I'm glad that Eddie Thorpe is taking initiative and taking what's his. I'm glad he's doing that. And I love Trick Williams. He's one of my favorites. I love Trick Williams. But this match it ended with Eddie Thorpe coming out victorious. I was so happy Eddie Thorpe won. I was not mad at all. Eddie Thorpe needed that win. Eddie Thorpe needed the win. I respect Trick Williams and his work, but I really feel like Eddie Thorpe deserved that win. It was a very good win. He deserved that win. So shouts out to everyone that believed in Eddie Thorpe. Eddie Thorpe deserved that win. He deserved it. That was an amazing strap match. I'm not really too keen on the strap matches like that, but that was one of my favorite strap matches. Now, the next match. Oh, yeah. Javon Evans and Ethan Page. Oh, Javon Evans put in that work in that match last night. I can take Javon Evans serious. I love how Ethan Page is bringing out the vicious side of Javon Evans. I love it. I love it because technically he storyline wise he broke his jaw, and I love how he's bringing out that ruthless more. I love how he's got Javon Evans taking. I can take Javon Evans more serious now. I really can take him more serious because all that goofiness hopping around like early Kofi Kingston, I I wasn't buying that from Javon Evans. Now what Ethan Page did, what he did, I loved it. He brought out the ruthless side of Javon Evans, and I loved it. This is what I'm talking about. Develop these characters better, like develop them better. And that's what NXT is. It's a development brand. I loved it. I love how they had Javon Evans not being afraid to take more lethal risks. Like he's literally going in a match with a broken jaw. That's why the doctors cleared him for the match, but he had a special mouthpiece. And I mean, he was literally trying to injure and he was trying to injure Ethan Page. That's what I loved. The I loved the grit that Javon Evans had in that match last night. I loved it. He got a little carried away trying to too focused on trying to injure Ethan Page, and he got caught. You know, his leg got caught, and he still had the determination and the drive to try to end the match. Unfortunately, Ethan Page, he did beat Javon Evans with a shot to the jaw, and Javon Evans, his mouth started bleeding again. So I loved how Javon Evans went in there and just went in on Ethan Page. I loved it. Unfortunately, he did lose, so I'm not mad about that. I was not expecting him to beat Ethan Page, but I respect Javon Evans more, and I can take him more serious now. With that being said, the next thing, before I get into the next match, I just want to say absolute Ricky Starks is NXT. This Tuesday, he will be signing his official contract at NXT. I'm so happy that Ricky Stark is in NXT. He's out of AEW. I didn't know what was going on with him in AEW. What was Tony Khan doing with him? I'm glad he's over here in NXT, and he's the right now. Ricky Starks is the hottest free agent right now. I'm glad he's in NXT. I'm happy he's there. I'm excited. I want to see what he's going to do in NXT, who he's going to go against. NXT, the WWE's roster is stacked. I love it. Ricky Starks is now NXT, baby. With that being said, the next match, A Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus the NXT champion, the ruler of NXT, Oba Femi. Oba Femi definitely is my favorite superstar in NXT right now. Look how dominant he was with the North American Championship. And now that he's got the NXT Championship, I don't see nobody beating Oba Femi no time soon. I just don't see it. I'm shocked that he did lose to Tony D'Angelo for the North American title. I did not expect him to beat him, but I'm glad that he did beat him so he could move up to the NXT Championship. Oba Femi has put in work ever since he came into NXT. He's dominated ever since he came into NXT. I love Oba Femi. And with that match, he was going back and forth with both Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, both, attacking him at the same time, yada yada yada. That match was really good. I love that triple threat match. Austin Theory NXT. I love especially Austin Theory. Grayson Waller. I'm not really so much of a fan of Grayson Waller, but I love Austin Theory. I love how both him and Austin Theory, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory went back and they went in on Obafemi. They used everything to try to put Obafemi down. It's hard to put Obafemi down. It's hard to put him down. He's that powerful. Obafemi did his thing in that triple threat match. Do you hear me? He, of course, he walked out with the W. Of course, it's Obafemi. And of course, we had some trust issues with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Of I want to be NXT champion, or I'm going to be NXT champion. I knew that was going to happen, but but Obafemi, he knew that was going to happen. He took advantage of that and he destroyed both of them. Not really destroyed both of them, but he came out the winner. Oh, I love Obafemi. After he won the match, that same faction that attacked the tag team champions and their opponents attacked Obafemi and left him beaten down. Y'all did that to Obafemi. Oh, those guys are going to be a problem if y'all did that to Obafemi. Y'all going to be a force to be reckoned with. I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with those guys. I can't wait. And that match was amazing. So now we're going to go to the main event, the NXT Women's Championship match. The NXT Women's Champion Julia versus Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy, versus Bailey. You heard me correctly, Bailey, one of the original four horsewomen, versus Cora Jade. That match was amazing. A great fatal four-way match. It was a great generational match. I loved the match. I loved it. Bailey, she went back down to NXT, put those girls over even more than what they were. I think Roxanne Perez, I think she's going to go to the main roster because she's going to be on Monday Night Raw tomorrow, where she's going to be competing to be in the Elimination Chamber match. And now this will be my first time seeing Roxanne Perez. I love Roxanne Perez. She's the prodigy for a reason. Cora Jade, she would have been the dark horse in that match if she would have been the dark horse in that match. She would have been the one you wouldn't expect to win. Cora Jade definitely showed her tail in that match. Of course, you got Julia, the beautiful madness. I love Julia. Unfortunately, Julia, she didn't lose. She's still NXT Women's Champion. That match was so amazing. I loved the match. I loved it. I loved the superstar status in that match. All those women went in. Julia, she won the match. Speaking of Julia winning the match, after she celebrated her victory, her best friend Stephanie Vaquer came out with her newly won title. They both got in the ring together, shared the moment together. But Stephanie Vaquer, she's coming for the NXT Women's Championship title. She's coming for that title. The way she looked at it, she's coming for that title, Julia. So be on your P's and Q's, Julia, because Stephanie Vaquer, she's coming for that title. And honestly, I give Vengeance Day a 9 out of 10. That was an amazing PLE. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love NXT with the PLEs. I love it. I still have yet to been to an NXT PLE. Whenever they come to North Carolina, I'm going to the next one. Hopefully, it's in Greensboro this time. Hopefully. If not, I'm pretty sure it's going to be either Raleigh or Charlotte. But the next NXT PLE that comes to North Carolina, I'm definitely going. I cannot wait to see NXT. I love watching NXT. So with that being said, post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought. For all my wrestling fans, comment down below which match was your favorite match. Which one did you enjoy the most? Which one was your least favorite? For the title matches, who did you for the ones that retained their titles or got new titles, did you want them to retain their titles? Did you want them to lose their titles? Comment down below. Interact with me. We're wrestling fans. This is what we do for a living. We love wrestling. Comment down below who's your favorite superstar in NXT. That being said, Renzo Gang, I'm out. I will see y'all next time. You feel me? Yeah.